And now let's talk about recruiting new EAs and utilizing AutoSave, maybe in some ways that you thought of, or maybe some things that you haven't thought of to say. This is just going to be some tips and not tricks, but tips really on things that we know already work, are working, have worked for people that are sponsoring new EAs in the AutoSave states or sponsoring new EAs that know people in the AutoSave states. So you guys, before I get into this, one thing I will tell you is that you always have to be asking every single person you know and showing them the AutoSave map, which I'm going to bring up in a second. You want to use all of our maps, but specifically about AutoSave. So if you don't know what AutoSave is, this is personalized energy pricing. You want to go on and get the training so you can go on to our training that we did last week so you can see that. But AutoSave is a way for people to get personalized pricing and have a guarantee where it never goes above the utility and that you save up to 10% each month. So that's how it works. The 2 points are that it eliminates the biggest reason for customer churn, which is prices going up at the end when the customer forgets to renew, or they either forget, or the email doesn't show up, or they don't read their mail, or whatever it is. But the biggest question in the energy market, since it's been deregulated, is what happens at the end of the term when, if I don't renew, what happens to my price then? So with AutoSave, the prices never go above the utility, and you're guaranteed up to 10% savings with Think Energy when you're with Think. So Think will automatically switch you to the utility if the utility ever has a better price than Think does. Very rare, but when it happens, that's where you'll go so that you'll always have the best bang for your buck. And there are no customer renewals at all. So this just continues on until the customer cancels. So it's like free monitoring for the customer. So asking people, especially with these target states, with the New Jersey and Ohio coming soon, and then Q3, you guys, Q3 is not too far away. We're already almost halfway through Q2. So we're just like 8 weeks away from Q3 happening. So it's time to start pre-launching these states and starting to ask people, do you know anyone in any of these states? Especially those first 6 that are on the map. So always be asking. That is a key point that's on the top of this list, is that a massive wealth transfer is about to happen. Okay, this is a new category of product. It's a new service that nobody's ever used before. No one's ever had access to this before. No one has ever been able to offer this before. It's because of our technology and our expertise, mainly because of our technology. We're years ahead on the development cycle than anybody else in this industry. So that being said, it allows us to create this category. And when you're a category creator, then customers shift to that category once the education happens. And we're going to talk about that coming up soon in another training. We're going to talk about the early adoption curve, the early adoption life cycle, or just the overall adoption life cycle, whether it's early, whether it's laggards, whether it's mainstream. We're going to talk about that and how that cycles with every single technology that you've ever seen, because it's important to know that that's what's about to happen with AutoSave. So your target market is unlimited. And I love that. You're just looking to sign up every single customer that you can on AutoSave. Guys, that's all you're looking to do. Nothing more than that. Just get them on. Now, some customers are going to get better rates than others. Just like if you have a customer, just like you will get a different rate on your car insurance because of your habits than your neighbor that might be the same age and have the same exact car as you. That's how it works. And that's how it's going to work with personalized pricing. So everybody is your target market. You want to sign everybody up on, you'll still have fixed rates available as well for people who don't want to go on AutoSave, but I don't know why they wouldn't. You'll also earn every month 50% of the band 1 electric residuals. When those customers are not on flow with Think, when they're with the utility company, you'll still get paid. You'll get paid when they're not even a Think customer. And then while that monitoring is happening, we move them over to the Think Energy platform where they're getting savings that's below the utility up to 10%. You will earn full residuals based on their actual band. Okay, so that's how this works. There's no cabs. but we do have bonuses in place in the states. Right now, we have in New Jersey when we launch, which is coming up, it's imminent. We'll start a countdown timer. And then when that market launches, you'll earn $20 for each enrollment. In Ohio, same thing. We'll have a countdown timer and then it'll launch, and then you'll earn $40 for each AutoSave enrollment. These are new enrollments, new customers. That's what we're talking about. So this is not like an existing customer that switches to AutoSave. That does not pay the bonus. It's for new customer acquisition. We've already paid bonuses to you on the other customers, so that are existing customers. So this is for new customers. You also have the Dine with Michael Falquist. This is great in the state of New Jersey. You'll be able to secure your spot. It'll be in the summer of 2025 after our launch events are over and we have all of these promotions in place. That'll go through June 30th. And then at the end of that contest period, everybody who qualifies gets to go to this dinner with Michael Falquist. This is going to be a kosher dinner at a steakhouse, from what I'm understanding. So enroll 2 new energy advisors. That's the first way during the promotion period, and each one enrolls 10 customers, and then have 100 personal AutoSave customers. So that's personal production. So you have personal production, so you can do 2 new energy advisors during the promotion period, each with 10 new customers. And then you have 100 personal AutoSave customers. Team production. Enroll 2 new energy advisors during the promotion period, each who enroll 2 new customers, and then enroll 500 plus team AutoSave customers throughout your entire team, including that 40% rule. You guys, that's how it goes. You can get there through personal production or team production. And we have similar production standards and metrics for a night at the ballpark promotion in Ohio. There's going to be 2 dates, July 29th and July 30th. The Cincinnati Reds versus the Dodgers, and the Cleveland Guardians versus the Colorado Rockies. So again, 2 ways to get on: personal requirements and team requirements, or team requirements. You can get on there either way. There will also be, for people who want to focus on going to a lunch, I should say, instead of going to the ballpark, you have your choice. Same requirements, but you can choose to go to a dinner or a lunch with Michael Falquist as well in Ohio. So you guys, then there's AutoSave Cancun credits, 1 Cancun credit for each customer, but I want to have you make a note of this, that there will be promotion periods right here based on market launch dates where there might be some add-ons there as well for Cancun credits, and we'll find out more about that as we go. Okay, so we're talking about recruiting new team energy advisors, new team members onto your team via AutoSave. So there's kind of this 1, 2, 3 combo for success that we've been seeing. We've been seeing a lot of success and a lot of numbers ramp up way before, because we're pre-launching. Lots of new people coming in because they're excited about what's to come from AutoSave now that they know about it, and they know that we're this unicorn in the industry. So the 1, 2, 3 combo for success, I think of it this way. The first thing is you have to have a list. If you don't have 100 to 1,000 names, you should have way more than 100 if you use the memory jogger, which is available on our Google Drive. I'll put the link up at the end. So the first thing is you have to have a list. If you don't have a list, then you're not going to get as much traction as someone who has a list. So if you want to guarantee your success, you have a list, and it's made up of individuals, companies, and organizations like churches or nonprofits or whatever it would be. And then recruiting new team energy advisors onto your team. To do that, the second step in this 1, 2, 3 combo for success is using the Think Plus Connect app and using it the right way. Okay, there's the right way and there's the wrong way. So how do you learn the right way? I'll show you in a sec. But using this app, so download it today. You can get it at Google Play or the App Store. It is the same login for your back office, for your web office. The third part of this combo for the 1, 2, 3 combo for success is using the AutoSave video that's already built in to your Think Plus Connect app. As soon as you download it and you activate it and you log in, the video is there in the videos section. So if you're not recruiting new EAs, I want you to really listen to this. If you're not recruiting new EAs with a list, Think Plus Connect, and the AutoSave video, you are not going to grow as fast as you could be growing. You're actually slowing your growth if you're not using this. And the reason I say that is because if you have a list and you use the Think Plus Connect app and you're using the video, then everybody that you bring on your team as a new EA, it's like you start over, all over, brand new. Everybody on your team that you're bringing in that's new, that's all they know how to do because that's what you were doing. See, they're going to follow you. They're going to follow your lead. So if you want to be ultra successful with AutoSave, you need to be using these 3 tools and using them every single day. So you want to become Think Plus Connect savvy, as I like to say, and it takes 9 minutes to do so. I was talking to one of my friends the other day who's an EA. He's been with us for 2 years since the start. And he's seen that we had the Think Plus Connect app, didn't really know what it was, heard us talking about it on the 535 trainings, never explored it. I think he downloaded it, but he never actually used it. He just had it and he was like, okay, I have the Think Plus Connect app. Now I'll just start sending links out to people to have them watch the video instead of using the Think Plus Connect app. So I encouraged him. I said, he started asking me questions about using the Think Plus Connect app. And I said, well, I'm not going to answer those questions because the Think Plus Connect app, it teaches you how to use it. It teaches you how to use it on its own without me. So this is what you're going to do. When you get your Think Plus Connect app, you're simply going to click on the little Learn cap, the graduation cap, the Smart cap right there in the bottom center of your Think Plus Connect app. And when you do, it's going to pop up with their 4 courses that you're going to take. Now, here's the best part about it. The first course, navigating the app, is 2 minutes. The second one is 3 minutes, adding contacts. Sharing is 3 minutes, adding contacts. And the feed is 2 minutes, I believe. I think it's 2, 3, 2, 2, actually. So it's literally 9 minutes. There's 3 2-minute videos and 1 3-minute video. I think the sharing video is the only one that's 3 minutes, which is the most important one. So all 4 videos total 9 minutes. And at that point, you will be able to use this app effectively. And you'll see why you're going to be effective when you start looking at some of the connection of the context that we're going to talk about now. So let's talk about some of the things that you say to people when you go and use this app. It's going to prompt you before it sends out the video. It's going to prompt you to put in a message. So you want to type in this message. I like to have all different messages. I have them saved in my notepad on my phone so I can cut and paste them right into the app whenever I need to. But that's up to you. But what I'll say is that you want to put something friendly there, like, hi, Mike, hope you're doing well. Haven't talked to you in a while, or maybe I talked to you the other day, whatever it is. Something quick and to the point. All right. Check out this 1-minute video. Something huge happening. That's a good thing to say. I like to tell them it's a 1-minute video because something huge is happening and you can find out about it in 1 minute. And if I didn't tell them it's 1 minute and I just said, check out this video, they might say, well, I'm going to get to the video later because it's probably 15 minutes long. If you say, check out this 1-minute video, they're more likely to look at it. Sometimes I tell them, check out this 90-second video because I think it's about 1.5 minutes long or whatever it is. So proprietary technology. That's another thing that you can say to people, and you should say it to people for sure. So proprietary technology, and we have first mover advantage. There's another nice little bullet point for you. Wanted you to know before everyone else. So you don't have to use all of these. You can use some of them. I just used all of them the other day, yesterday with someone, and it worked fine. I've been using all. You and I will get paid 24/7, even while we're sleeping. See, now if I was working at a job and someone sent that to me when I had a boss, and I remember what it was like when I had a boss, and somebody else was telling me where I needed to be and telling me how much money I was going to make and telling me how much of a raise I deserved or didn't deserve. If somebody had told me that little bullet point right there, that check, all they would need to say is you and I will get paid 24/7 even while we're sleeping, and I would be like, okay, I have to find out how this works. How do you get paid while you're sleeping? Call me as soon as you watch it. Let's talk. Sometimes I put in there, or I'll call you back in a few minutes. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you when you talk to them or how you're sending it out to them. Maybe you'll have talked to them first. It's up to you. But this is how it works. So if you already are in connecting, if you're already communicating with people where you don't need to reach out to them via phone first and have a quick conversation to then send them a video, um, this is a great way to do it if you're already in regular communication with people. There's some other bullet points too. Some other, as I like to call, interest generating phrases that you can use in your invitation. These are just kind of bullet points that you can take down so that you'll be able to use them with people when you talk to people and you're thinking about sending information to people. It's better to have a whole bunch of choices as far as what bullet points to put in there. Like how are you? I like to have all of these phrases available so that I can pick and choose the things that I think will most likely attract the person that I'm sending this information to. So pre-launch phase, that's a great thing to say to someone. We're in our pre-launch phase. We haven't launched yet. You get to take advantage of it early. First to market. That's another one that you can talk about. We're first to market with this. Nobody else is doing this. We're a category creator. We're a unicorn, in the industry. So category creator. This is another one. Hey, Mike, I'm assembling a team of, and then you put in the complimentary words that you want to use with Mike. I apologize, you guys. I'm allergy season here for me. Um, so I'm assembling a team of entrepreneurs. I'm assembling a team of sharp, like-minded people. I'm assembling a team of go-getters. I'm assembling a team of whatever it is you want to say. Top performers, high performers. I'm assembling a team of people who are looking for more money in their life because they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Have you ever felt like that? See, I'm assembling a team of, and then whatever it is you want to put in there. We have a whole team of people that said that it's a stay-at-home mom. So she says she's sending messages out to a team of everybody she sends a message out to. She says I'm assembling a team of stay-at-home moms that are looking to make as much money or more than their spouse does, or to double their income because they're a single stay-at-home mom. So you guys, or a single mom. So I'm looking to assemble a team. We have people who are assembling teams of people who are like them. I'm assembling a team of people who work. I'm assembling a team of people who work full time, but are willing to work part time and create extra income so that they don't need to work full time anymore. Something that can grow and outpace what they do in their full time career. Or I'm assembling a team of gig people who have several gigs. They do like Uber, they have DoorDash, they do other things. They have their own little, gigs that they do, but they want to add another gig as a plan D or a plan C or a plan B that can turn into a plan A. I'm assembling a team of go-getters that are looking to create long-term income for themselves and their family that's willable and sellable. So you guys, this is the stuff that having these little phrases sets the tone and preps the person so that they're in the right mindset before they watch the video. I had this guy get on our team and he took our training that he saw on our Fast Start 535 training, and he downloaded the app and he started using it. He was an expert on how to use the app. But all he did was just send people the video. He never typed in any of these key phrases to let the person know that there's some gravity behind what we're doing here. Okay? That there's some urgency here, that there's some importance, some weight to it. And so he sends out like 30 or 40 text messages to people, and all it is a link, and it didn't even say, hi, Mike, hi, Jim, hi, Sally, hi, Sarah. He didn't say any of that. And guess how many people opened it? I said, look, every time you send out the video, and somebody clicks on it, you send it out from the app and somebody clicks on it, it's going to tell you that they clicked on it. And it's going to tell you how many seconds, or if they watched the whole thing, that they finished 100% of the video. I said, so how many of those did you get? And he goes, I didn't get any. I said, wait a minute, you sent out 30 links to people and you didn't get any. And it's because the link that he sends, it's a long link. That's how we track it for you. So everybody thought it was a scam. They were like, I don't click on links, that I don't know what they are. It could be somebody scamming me. Somebody could have taken over your phone and they're trying to, get control of my phone. So make sure you have the message there. This is a great one. And Charla's been talking about this one too. I like to say, my company asked me to spearhead expansion for a brand new, and then you can put in, my company asked me to spearhead expansion, and we're in a pre-launch phase. We're first to market. We're a category creator in the energy sector, doing something no one else has ever done before, and everybody else is years behind us. Here's a 1-minute video. Check it out. Call me as soon as you're done with it, or I'll give you a buzz back shortly. You guys, that's how this works. You mix and match, okay? I don't want you to miss out. Use FOMO, the fear of missing out. When you say to someone, I don't want you to miss out, then they immediately say, wow, what am I missing out on? Let me see. I need to make sure I don't miss out on this. I'm looking for a few key people. That's a good one. That's a great one. Hey, I'm looking for a few key people right now. I don't have a lot of time. I have a lot of people to talk to. I'm looking for the right people. I think you might be one of them, but I can't promise you anything. But I'm looking for sharp, motivated people, people who have a sphere of influence. I'm looking for people of integrity who are coachable. I'm looking for money motivated people. I'm looking for all the characteristics of the people that you're looking for. It doesn't matter if you're the right person or not. I love this one. This is one that everybody should have in their mind as you're talking to people. It doesn't matter if you're the right person or not. I want you to look at this video, because if you were to forward this video to the right person, it could potentially pay you more than you make at your current career or profession, just by forwarding this to the right person, because we're going to give them a chance to sponsor that right person. You guys, can you imagine somebody if you sponsored somebody who became a partner or a senior partner? What if you sponsored someone who went out and worked with their churches in their town and brought in 5,000 or 10,000 customers? I mean, just on the mentor one bonus alone, you would be making a lot of money. Like, let's do the math on that. Let's figure that out. Let's figure out and think it's let's say that you sent this video to the person who's not really interested in doing it, but they forwarded it on to somebody who went out and brought in 10,000 customers. Do the math on that. If it was just electricity customers, which is our lowest payout, $20, you'd be talking about getting, and if it's community solar, it's even higher. If it's rooftop solar, it's even higher. But you're talking about making $10 times 10,000 customers. You realize that the person who wasn't interested, who forwarded the video on to someone who was the right person and joined, and you gave that person the ability to be their sponsor for $59, you realize that they would make $100,000. And then they'd have a residual income of, I don't know, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month. You just don't know. So there's so much happening here with this business that it's time to recruit people, and recruit people in a big way. With people who are into like big numbers, or companies that have people who are kind of like savvy in the business world, and they're high rollers, they own their own company, whatever, they work in a high level position at a company, an executive level position at a company. I like to reach out to those people and say, hey, I want you to check out this 1-minute video. And then, because we just recently received $100 capital commitment, then we took that $100 capital commitment and we acquired a technology that no one else has. And we put $30 million into it, into developing it and making it even better, which is our Proton platform. Then we acquired a company called Think Energy after we acquired the Proton platform. And we revamped the entire Think Energy, everybody out, all the old out, all the new in. And we launched this platform, and we have this amazing, network that we've set up called Think Plus. And there's press releases all along the way that tell that story. And so I include those press releases along with the video in chronological order so that someone who is a big, somebody who's a big business person, they go, man, $100 million, that's serious. Like, and then they realize that the companies who are behind it, they start, if you sent it to me, I'm like a business person, like business owner. I would start looking, I would read the article, and I would have researched on my own that Oak Tree Capital, that company that's listed in the press release. I would have found out who Oak Tree Capital was. And then I would have found out who owned Oak Tree Capital, which is Brookfield. And I would have been like, okay, a $200 billion company that owns a subsidiary of theirs, Oak Tree Capital, gave Michael Falquist a $100 million capital commitment. Why is that? Why does this guy, Michael Falquist, get $100 million from Oak Tree Capital in Brookfield? How on earth does that happen? That's serious. That's high level business. He's the only person I know in my life that's ever received a $100 capital commitment from a $200 billion publicly traded company. You've got to be doing something right and have done it for a long time with a great track record to be able to get that. And so I utilize these phrases in sending this out to people to recruit people. And what you're doing by utilizing this app is that you're now getting feedback every time somebody clicks on the app, that the link that you sent them through your app, it spies on them for you. And that's very important. Last story I'm going to tell you. This has now happened twice for me personally, and it's happened for more other people as well. Just a couple weeks ago, I sent out the link with some of these phrases to somebody who was on my list. I have 2,600 people on my list now. When we started, we had 699 people. Now we're 2 years in, and I have 2,600 people on my list because I keep adding people and I keep using the memory jogger. So I'm never going to run out of people. Hint, hint. That's what you should do. So now one of the 2,600 people that are on my list, I sent him a message, and I sent him a couple of these bullet points. So he starts clicking on the message. And I see, Jim watched the video. Okay, great. Jim watched the video. Jim clicked on the video again. Jim clicked on the video again. It never told me that he finished the video. And then all of a sudden, I see Jim watched 40% of the video. Jim clicked on the video again and watched 100% of the video. Jim clicked on it again. In 30 minutes, you guys, I had like 30 to 40 messages of Jim clicking on this video and watching it so many times. I couldn't believe it. I didn't have a chance to get back to him because I was in a meeting. But as soon as I got out of the meeting, I called him up and I said, hey, Jim, remember I sent you that link? He said, yeah. I said, it tells me when you click on it. So are you having trouble watching the video? Like, you clicked on it like 40 or 50 times now. And while I'm talking to him, it's clicking more. I'm like, what, are you clicking on it right now? He goes, no. He's like, I didn't actually click on it yet. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, the app is telling me that you already clicked on it. He's like, no, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I was going to watch it in a couple hours. He's like, but I had a few minutes and I forwarded, your video onto my network, some people in my network. And I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. So he's like, I said, who did you send it to? So we followed up with those people and we found out who they were. And now Jim's off and running, you guys. So you guys, you just never know. I mean, this guy was already building his business before he even knew it because of the technology. And I knew it because of the technology. Had I not used the Think Plus Connect app to do it, I would have never known that Jim did this. And I never would have been able to follow it and give him a storyline so that he and I could then track it down. He had no idea. I did. But he didn't, and neither did his people. Some of those people that he sent it to, they forwarded it on to other people. It actually went 3 levels down before I even got, to have a chance to get Jim signed up in the business. So anyway, just that's where it is, you guys. I mean, there's our link if you're looking for, the Think Big documents. That's where you get the memory jogger. at bit.ly/think big documents. So you can have a 2,600 person list like I did. Look, I had less than 600 names on it before I used the memory jogger. Then I used the memory jogger and we had 699 names. I've continued to use it. And that's why I have a lot of people to talk to and I'll never run out. And if you're a smart EA in this business, if you're an educated EA that uses tools to your advantage so that you can duplicate faster, then you would have a big list too, because whatever you do is what your people do. So if you don't do a big list, they won't do a big list. So anyway, anybody have any questions, feel free to put it into the chat. I know I've talked a lot. Any update on the state of existing JCP and LCS customers, Paul, getting allocated to farms? Nope, not yet. I don't have any news on that. That would be something for office hours, definitely. Tony, what are you talking about? I'm trying to understand what you said. Okay. I hope that you can put it on, I can't hear. So I hope that you could put it onto, it's set up so you can put it, these meetings onto closed caption because it's available. We have it set. You can just turn it on anytime you want. Let's see. Moshi. I mentioned to a couple of people and their worry is that AutoSave may ruin their equal payment plan if they're with PSEG. What's the case with that? The case with that is you need to have them check. So always be right. Whenever someone is on a payment plan or a budget plan, always ask them to call the utility and simply say, hey, listen, I want to get onto a supplier plan. I want to choose a supplier. I have the right to choose a supplier and I want to keep my budget, my equal payment plan. Is that okay? Can you do that? Ask them if they can do it. All right. Let's see. Course lessons are important. Gamaliel. Yes, that helped me. It worked too as well. Bella, thank you. Appreciate it. Excellent. Absolutely. So I appreciate that. Let me make sure that I have, let's see. Eric, is there a way? Let me make sure I have that. For some reason, I'm not able to see all the questions. They're minimized for some reason. Is there a way to track messages through Facebook Messenger, Eric, utilizing the Think Plus Connect app? So there is. So what you can do is you can utilize Facebook Messenger. You can make, like, if you go to that, well, let's put it this way. Let me see if I've done it. I don't think I've used Facebook Messenger myself yet for it. So through social, but I think I can. I personally haven't used Facebook Messenger. I've used LinkedIn, but let me just double check that for you right now because I think you can. So if I go to send myself a message, as long as I have Facebook Messenger and I'm going to send the message via, I say mobile number. Let's see, go into the contact. So I'm following along with the training. I'm basically clicking on the autosave video and I'm hitting the share button, and then I can share on social. So show a templated message, then I can confirm and I say, great, here's my message. I confirm it. And now that message is copied to the clipboard. And now I can select Messenger, Facebook Messenger as the contact, and it would allow it to track. So that's all you have to do, Eric, is go into the contact. I thought that's how it worked. I just personally haven't used it on Facebook Messenger, but I've used it on LinkedIn and I've used it on Telegram as well. But yes, you can track it through Facebook Messenger. So you go in just like you normally would, follow the training, follow the contact on there. You click on the video, then you click on the contact and how you want to send it to the contact, and you click social, and then you type in your message and you hit confirm. And it'll pop up with the message and it'll ask you which one of the apps of the social apps that you want to use. Do you want to use WhatsApp? Do you want to use your Facebook? Do you want to use LinkedIn? Do you want to use Instagram? So that you can use that and track it there. And when they click on it, it will track that individual person and it'll tell you that that person that you connected with through Facebook Messenger clicked on the link and watched the video. So should we not use the 6-minute video? So Claudia, that's up to you. I'm using this video right now as the lead in to then bring them up to speed. I want to have their appetite. Like I want to wet their whistle, right? I want to wet their appetite a little bit with this 1-minute video because nothing like it exists on the planet. So I like to lead with the thing that's unique. Like Think Smart in Texas, no one has it on the planet. and other, and then this technology, AutoSave, no one else has it on the planet. So you can then follow it up after they watch the video. Then you can follow it up with a 6-minute video to bring them up to speed. So it's just a matter of how you want to do it. I use all of them, but I use them in different order. So I think it's easier to get somebody to watch a 1-minute video, and I think you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck out of the AutoSave video because it's going to be a very positive experience with a lot of information to talk about. Then bring them up to speed and get them to see the plan through Zoom, through a link, through whatever it is, however you want to do it, through a 2-on-1. So Don, appreciate that. Claudia, appreciate it. Don, amazing info as usual. Appreciate it. CB, Clayton, great training. We could also use the same concept for the Think Smart technology in Texas. Yes, we've been using the same concept for the Think Smart technology in Texas. Absolutely. We can use the same exact thing for community solar in the states where we do community solar. Absolutely. So this is designed for everybody to have some nuggets that you can just use over and over again. And I'll post these slides so you can take the training topics. You can actually, I'll post these scripts, if you want to call them that, the bullet points, on our Google Drive as well, so that you can have it. All right, everybody, questions have calmed down. I'm going to let everybody get back to their day. This is Tony Procopio. I'm going to get back to my day.